was making it happen in 2008, nobody gave him a chance. And then it was a resounding success. Then he had to do it again in 2009. This time under even more difficult circumstances, and this time there were even more people writing him off. But he managed to pull off a miraculous feat. And I have a very proud man sitting in front of me, beaming from year to year with the way the IPL has gone in 2009 here in South Africa. Lalit, many congratulations first of all. And we saw that spectacular closing ceremony, a great final between two teams that were at the bottom of the table last year. Very happy with the way things have gone, obviously.
Very happy, but extremely exhausted. But I think I couldn't have scripted it better myself. And to see two bottom teams come to the top, that's always a dream, to have all 8 teams at the same level and fighting it out. To seeing 6 teams fighting it out till the last game to qualify for the Final Four. It's just an incredible tournament. I don't think any other tournament, any other sport, anywhere in the world is so intense in terms of getting to the Final Four as we have seen in the IPL this year. And it just goes to show that these mechanisms that we put in together to make this tournament and the template we put together for this tournament with the auction, with the salary caps, and number of foreign players, number of players under the age of 22, Indian players representation, goes to show that we have an extremely competitive and great format for the game of cricket.
If there was one thing though that you had to change, what would it be? The fact that it was in South Africa? You know, I remember this time last year sitting in front of you and asking you, my God, what a wonderful success, resounding success last year. Did you ever think you were going to be able to replicate it? Especially after all the problems with the elections, with all the change of dates, change of venues and all of that.
There was always a fear, in the back of my mind, but I never let it come to the front. And we always pushed, and I pushed my team, and they pushed me, and we pushed each other to make sure that we were able to cross all the hurdles and get things done. Fortunately for us, all 8 venues across the country was being centrally controlled. So the decision making lied at one end, and so I could take a decision, and the governing council had given me had the faith in me to go out and execute it. So I was able to go out there and take decisions to make things happen. And so we didn't have to refer back and check back or talk to a franchise or a state association and the police or the administration in a particular places to make things to overcome things.
You mentioned the number of people that came in that had never been to a cricket match before. There was somewhere I was reading about a BBC survey that says that you've introduced many new audiences to T20 cricket and to cricket itself. How proud does that make you?
Oh, that makes me extremely proud. I think that as a cricket administrator, nothing could be greater for us. Our job was to build the base of cricket and to take people who are moving away from cricket to football, rugby, tennis and other sports and soccer.
But as someone who's been to cricket games as a spectator, not as a media person, in India and in South Africa, there's a huge difference. Why can't we have this kind of stadium experience for people in India?
I think we in India...
there's no merchandise available. There wasn't any last year. In terms of food, you can't even take in a bottle of water. I mean, it's more like, punishment than actually enjoying a game of cricket.
I agree. So as I've always said before, our biggest challenge is that. How do you make the experience for the Indian fans going to the stadium?
Can you make that happen next year during the IPL?
I'm definitely going to try it. It's the single largest challenge going forward.